mist is clinging to the hemlock trees, like a secret whispered on a mountain breeze. The ridges rising in jagged line of slate gray stone and ancient pine. I'm winding up where the air gets thin, to the place where the sky and the earth begin. It's a blue-tinted world in the early light, hiding the scars of the valley's fight. There's a quiet power in the heavy-duty height that swallows the day and holds on to the night. I'm living in the shadows of the Blue Ridge Mountains, drinking from the cold and the limestone fountains, where the ghosts of the hunters and the Cherokee tread, with a ceiling of stars hanging over my head. It's a long way up and a long way down from the noise and the grit of a riverside town, in the shadows of the Blue Ridge Mountains. There's an old log cabin with a smoking flue, tucked in a hollow that the sun never knew. The banjo's ringing from a porch somewhere, cutting through the chill of the highland air. It's a hard-scrabble life, but the view is sweet, with the whole wide world sitting at your feet. They say these hills are the oldest on earth, that they've seen every death and they've seen every birth. They don't care about time and they don't care for gold, they just watch the stories of the world unfold. I'm living in the shadows of the Blue Ridge Mountains, drinking from the cold and the limestone fountains, where the ghosts of the hunters and the Cherokee tread, with a ceiling of stars hanging over my head. It's a long way up and a long way down from the noise and the grit of a riverside town, in the shadow of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Yeah, let the fog roll in, let the night begin, in the deep dark blue, where the soul stays true, in the shadows of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The sun took a dive past the edge of the wheat, leaving the dust to settle on the heat. I climbed up the ladder one rung at a time, helping you up as we started to climb. Now we're sitting on top of this old silver tower, looking at the world in its quietest hour. The city's aglow about 50 miles west, but I'll take the silence, it's what I love best. Just the hum of the night and the smell of the hay, and the feeling of drifting a million miles away. With the starlight over the silo tonight, everything's silver, everything's right. The Milky Way spilling like grain from a sack, and there's no turning around, there's no looking back. Just your hand in mine and a view of the stars, far away from the world and the noise of the cars, under the starlight, over the silo. You're pointing out Big Dipper and the North Star too, but I'm spending my time just looking at you. The moon is a sliver of a fingernail white, reflecting the spark in your eyes tonight. We could stay up here until the rooster crows and the shadows start stretching in the garden rows. It's our secret cathedral, our castle of steel, the only place where the world feels real. Higher than the troubles, closer to the sky, watching the satellites blinking on by. With the starlight over the silo tonight, everything's silver, everything's right. The Milky Way spilling like grain from a sack, and there's no turning around, there's no looking back. Just your hand in mine and a view of the stars, far away from the world and the noise of the cars. Under the starlight, over the silo. Yeah, the tin is cold, but your heart is warm. Safe from the wind, safe from the storm. Starlight over the silo, just you and me.
The paint is long gone from the siding and trim, and the light in the hallway is dusty and dim. But the frame is still square and the foundation's deep, with a century of secrets it's sworn to keep. The storm clouds can gather and the thunder can roll, but they can't touch the iron in a heavy-duty soul. My face is a map of the roads I have walked, and the silence is louder than the way that I talked. There's a silver gray frost on the top of my head from the weight of the words that I should have just said. I'm just weather beaten and wise, with the look of the canyon in the back of my eyes. Hardened by the winter and smoothed by the rain, a heavy-duty vessel for the joy and the pain. I don't break for the wind and I don't bend for the pride. I'm just enjoying the view on the downhill ride. Weather beaten and wise. I've seen the empires rise and the empires fall, like the ivy that's climbing the limestone wall. I don't chase the thunder or the flashes of gold, I just value the stories that never get old. It's a different kind of strength than the fire of youth. It's the heavy-duty gravity of a hard-earned truth. They say new is better, that shiny is best, but they've never been put to the ultimate test. It takes a whole lot of living to get this much grit, and a whole lot of staying to be worth every bit. I'm just weather beaten and wise, with the look of the canyon in the back of my eyes. Hardened by the winter and smoothed by the rain, a heavy-duty vessel for the joy and the pain. I don't break for the wind and I don't bend for the pride. I'm just enjoying the view on the downhill ride. Weather beaten and wise. Yeah, let the seasons turn, I've got nothing to burn, standing my ground in a world spinning round. Weather beaten and wise.
I've been carrying this weight in my denim pocket, next to a hollow heart and a silver locket. It's got jagged teeth and a coat of red, for a door that's been closed and a life that's been led. I found it buried in a box of old receipts, back when the world was wide and the air was sweet. It don't fit the house and it don't fit the car. It won't get me into the local bar, but I know the gate where the hinge has grown in a corner of the county that I've always known. It's just a rusty key to a padlock dream, tossed in the middle of a muddy stream, trying to open up a ghost town door to a version of me that don't live here no more. Jagged little piece of a used to be that's losing its grip on the rest of me. A rusty key to a padlock dream. I remember the day that I turned the tumblers, before we were losers and before we were gamblers. We were building a kingdom out of sawdust and hope, at the end of a fraying yellow nylon rope. Now the wood is rotten and the roof is thin, and the only thing living is the wind getting in. Sometimes you gotta just let the iron rust and leave the old secrets to the moths and the dust, because a key in your hand is a heavy-duty thing when there ain't no more music for the heart to sing. It's just a rusty key to a padlock dream, tossed in the middle of a muddy stream, trying to open up a ghost town door to a version of me that don't live here no more. A jagged little piece of a used to be that's losing its grip on the rest of me. A rusty key to a padlock dream. Yeah, drop it in the dirt, let it lose a hurt. Don't try the lock on the granite rock, just a rusty key to a padlock dream. Yeah, let it be. There are creases deep as a canyon floor, and a scar from a blade back in '74. The knuckles are swollen and the skin is like leather, tough enough to handle any kind of weather. It's been 40 years on the factory line, turning the raw into something fine. It don't shake like it used to, it's steady and slow, with a strength that a younger man wouldn't know. It's a story written in grease and in grit of a man who never knew how to quit. It's the weight of a work-worn hand on a steering wheel or a piece of land. It's the heavy-duty truth of a life on the clock, solid as a mountain, steady as a rock. It's built the houses and it's fixed the steel, making the world turn on a heavy-duty wheel. The weight of a work-worn hand. It can cradle a child with a gentle touch, though it spent its days clutching a lever and clutch. It's got a permanent stain from the oil and the coal that's worked its way down to the middle of the soul. When it rests on the table at the end of the day, it's got more to tell than a man could say. It's a map of the labor, a chart of the toil, rooted in the iron and the southern soul. A callous blessing and an honest wage, the final signature
It's been flickering since the summer of '89. A buzzing halo on a rusted out sign. Half the letters are dark and the glass is cracked, like a tired heart that's been poorly packed. But it's the only lighthouse for 100 miles, and I see a corn and weathered stiles. It says eat some cold beer in a ghostly blue, with a hum that vibrates in your worn out shoe. A lonely beacon for the night shift crew and the wanderers just passing through. It's just a neon sign at the edge of the county, offering up its electric bounty. A little bit of light and a whole lot of dark. A buzzing, humming, glowing spark between the asphalt and the timberline, watching the world under a neon sign. Are dancing in the purple glare, in the humid weight of the midnight air. I'm leaning my head against the cold blast pane, watching the bugs in the drizzling rain. It don't ask for much and it don't tell lies, just stares at the road with its blowing eyes. They say the LED is the way to go, but I like a warmth of the gas-filled glow. It's got a soul that the new ones lack, a little bit of history calling me back. It's just a neon sign at the end of the county, offering up its electric bounty. A little bit of light and a whole lot of dark. A buzzing, humming, glowing spark between the asphalt and the timberline, watching the world under a neon sign. Yeah, keep on buzzing. The world is coming, but the light stays the same in the metal frame. The neon sign at the edge of the county. It's been flickering since the summer of '89. A buzzing halo on a rusted out sign. Half the letters are dark and the glass is cracked, like a tired heart that's been poorly packed. It's been flickering since the summer. It's been flickering since. It's been flickering since the summer. It's been flickering. It's been flickering. Oh, it's been flickering. Yeah, it's flickering since the summer. Yeah, it's been flickering. flickering since the summer. It's been flickering since.
The floorboards are groaning under layers of dust, and the heavy-duty iron is a landscape of rust. But it stands in the corner like a king on a throne, in a cabin of cedar and a chimney of stone. The door's hanging open on a hinge made of grit, waiting for a match that'll never be lit. I can almost hear the crackle in the step of the pipe, back when the winter was a friend of mine. The belly of the beast used to glow a deep red, warming up the memories and the spirits under bed. It's the old wood stove in a deserted place, with a heavy-duty history and a cold iron face, holding on to the heat of a fire long gone, in the middle of a valley in a gray-scale dawn. A cast iron heart in a hollowed-out room, keeping back the shadows and the heavy-duty gloom. The old wood stove. There's a kettle still sitting with a bottom of black, like it's waiting for a traveler who's never coming back. The wood box is empty and the ashes are gray, blown by the wind in a slow motion wave. It's all a heart of winters, and it's all the new life in the hands of the husband and the heart of the wife. They say that the stone is the thing that'll last, but the iron is the anchor of a heavy-duty past. It doesn't rot away, and it doesn't turn to glass. It just watches all the seasons and the centuries pass. It's the old wood stove in a deserted place, with a heavy-duty history and a cold iron face, holding on to the heat of a fire long gone, in the middle of a valley in a gray-scale dawn. A cast iron heart in a hollowed-out room, keeping back the shadows and the heavy-duty gloom. The old wood stove, yeah, touch the cold steel, remember how it feels. The embers in the dark, looking for a spark. The old wood stove in a deserted cabin. I'm a Friday night at the local track, with grease on my hands and a sunburned back. I'm a dusty road and a dented door, a little bit rough and a whole lot of poor. But you're the silk in a world of twine, a glass of crystal in a world of shine. I'm the thunder, you're the silver rain. I'm the struggle, you're the end of the pain. We're a mismatch made in a heaven-sent plan, a delicate girl and a common man. Yeah, we're denim and lace, baby, a little bit wild and a little bit lady, the rough-cut stone and the polished pearl, a small-town boy and a miracle girl, woven together in a beautiful grace, wrapped in a heart of denim and lace. You're the Sunday morning in a quiet pew, and I'm the Saturday night that's way overdue. You're the scent of jasmine on a summer breeze, and I'm the oak wood trembling in the trees. But when you lay your hand in mine, the edges soften and the stars align. Opposites attract, or so they say, like the darkness dancing with the light of day. I'll provide the strength, you provide the soul, two broken halves that finally feel whole. Yeah, we're denim and lace, baby, a little bit wild and a little bit lady, the rough-cut stone and the polished pearl, a small-town boy and a miracle girl, woven together in a beautiful grace, wrapped in a heart of denim and lace. Yeah, the blue and the white, the day and the night, a perfect fit, just look at us. Denim and lace, yeah, that's us. I used to be a wild-eyed, lone wolf man, driving through the desert with no kind of plan. I was a hard-headed rider, a stubborn old soul, a runaway train that you couldn't control. But then you walked in with that look in your eye, and I traded my ways for a piece of your sky. Now I'm checking my phone every minute or two, just to see if I've got a message from you. My friends all say that I've gone soft and sweet, but I'm the luckiest man on this dusty street. Yeah, I'm wrapped around your finger like a silver band, walking through the clover, holding your hand. You got a hold on me, tight and true, and there ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. One little smile and I'm losing my mind, the best kind of trouble that a boy could find. Yeah, I'm wrapped around your finger. You wanna go dance? Just tell me the place. I'll put on a suit and a smile on my face. You wanna stay home and just watch the rain? I'll build us a fire and forget the pain. I'm a 6-foot soldier of a love so deep, with a mountain of promises I'm gonna keep. It's a funny thing how a heart can change, how the whole wide world can be rearranged by a soft-spoken girl with a heart of gold, and a story that's only beginning to be told. Yeah, I'm wrapped
the bank, walking through the clover, holding your hand. You got a hold on me, tight and true, and there ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. One little smile and I'm losing my mind, the best kind of trouble that a boy could find. Yeah, I'm wrapped around your finger. Yeah, go on and pull the string. I'll do anything, whatever you want, whatever you need. I'm wrapped around your finger, and I'm happy to be. There's a white line fever in my tired eyes, underneath the weight of the morning skies. My jacket's got a story in every freight, a ghost of the roads that I walked yesterday. It's a uniform worn by the restless and the bound, in a world that keeps spinning round and round. The pump is clicking at the Texaco station, a lonely heartbeat for a traveling nation. The fumes are rising in a shimmering haze, like a memory of the better looking days. It's just faded denim and gasoline, the only two colors that I've ever seen. One is the fabric of a hard-working life, the other is the fuel for the distance and strife. Blue on the body and gold in the tank, the only two things that I've got to thank. Faded denim and gasoline. I've got a grease-stained thumb and a callous palm, looking for a storm or a midnight calm. This fabric is thin, but it holds the heat of 1,000 miles on a vinyl seat. It smells like a garage in a Sunday rain, a heavy-duty remedy for lightweight pain. They say the clothes make the man, or so I've been told, but I'm just trying to keep from the highway cold. You can keep your silk and your polished shoes, I'll take the workwear and the petroleum blues. It's just faded denim and gasoline, the only two colors that I've ever seen. One is the fabric of a hard-working life, the other is the fuel for the distance and strife. Blue on the body and gold in the tank, the only two things that I've got to thank. Faded denim and gasoline. Yeah, screw the cap tight into the night. The threads are tearing, but I'm still wearing faded denim and gasoline. Ice is clinking in a mason jar. The porch swing swaying like a shooting star. She's sitting there in a sundress, yellow and bright, catching the last of the afternoon light. She don't need a palace or a big city name to set a country boy's heart on a permanent flame. She's got a way of talking that's slow as a creek, and a dimple that hides in the curve of her cheek. One look at her and the world starts to spin. I'm a goner for sure, and I'm diving right in. It's that sweet tea and southern greens, losing my heart where the dirt road begins. She's got the sugar, she's got the spice, a little bit of fire and everything nice. Yeah, life's a lot smoother, life's a lot of wind, with some sweet tea and southern greens. She's humming a melody, a radio song, tapping her toes as the shadows get long. She says, honey, come sit for a minute or two. And suddenly I've got nothing better to do than to watch the way the honeysuckle grows, and the way she scrunches up her freckled nose. They can keep their champagne and their caviar, I'll take the girl and the rusted out car. Give me a Sunday that never quite ends, and the kind of love that never just bends. It's that sweet tea and southern grins, losing my heart where the dirt road begins. She's got the sugar, she's got the spice, a little bit of fire and everything nice. Yeah, life's a lot smoother, life's a lot of wind, with some sweet tea and southern grins. Yeah, pour me another of that liquid gold, and a smile that'll never, ever grow old. Sweet tea and southern grin. Yeah, that's my girl. Sitting in a velvet box, a heavy silver weight, a relic of a century that finally met its fate. The etching on the casing is a forest in the frost, a map of every second that we've already lost. I wind it till it tightens, but the tension doesn't hold. Just a heavy-duty silence in a casing made of gold. The hands are frozen solid at 4:15, like a shadow on the ceiling or a lock upon the door. The heart of it is snapped, a tiny ribbon made of steel that'll never let the gears know exactly how to feel. It's a pocket watch with a broken mainspring, waiting for a song that it'll never get to sing. Caught in a moment that refuses to pass, behind the cracked surface of the heavy-duty glass. The rhythm is gone and the ticking has died, with a lifetime of minutes trapped deep down inside. A pocket watch with a broken mainspring. My grandfather held it in the palm of his hand when he worked the iron engines
winds of this heavy-duty land. He used to say the pulse of it was steady and was true. Now it's just a piece of metal looking back at you. It doesn't care for sunrise and it doesn't care for noon. It's a lonesome little planet with a stationary moon. They say the time is healing, that it flows like a stream. But sometimes it's a jagged part of a half-finished dream, where the tension gets too high and the metal starts to fray, and you're left with a forever in the middle of the day. It's a pocket watch with a broken mainspring, waiting for a song that it'll never get to sing. Caught in a moment that refuses to pass, behind the cracked surface of the heavy-duty glass. The rhythm is gone and the ticking has died, with a lifetime of minutes trapped deep down inside. A pocket watch with a broken mainspring. You feel the cold snap in the memory trap. The hands won't move in the ancient groove. A pocket watch with a broken mainspring.
Leather's cracked and the spine is a mess from the years of the secrets and the heavy-duty stress. I filled up the margins and I've blotted the ink on everything I've done and everything I think. I'm down to the bottom of the final white sheet, where the ink and the paper are about to meet. It's a heavy-duty volume of the dust and the rain, the blueprints of pleasure and the maps of the pain. The pen is a hammer in a trembling hand, recording the history of a shifting land. It's the last page of a heavy-duty diary, a quiet little ending for a heart that was fiery, closing the record and shutting the door on the things that I'm not gonna say anymore. A final confession, a period of stone in the most crowded story that I've ever known. The last page of a heavy-duty diary. I remember the first entry 20 years back, when the ink was as deep as a midnight track. Now the handwriting's shaky and the words are all few, because I've said all I can to the world and to you. There's a peace in the finish, the grace in the end, when the truth and the silence finally blend. They say a life isn't lived until it's been told, but there's a heavy-duty beauty in the letting go of the holder, to leave the book sitting on a mahogany shelf and start a new chapter in the heart of yourself. It's a last page of a heavy-duty diary, a quiet little ending and shutting the door on the things that I'm not gonna say anymore. Final confession, a period of stone, and the most crowded story that I've ever known. The last page of a heavy-duty diary. A heavy-duty diary.
I'm sitting on a bench where the paint's peeling back, staring down the iron of a long abandoned track. The weeds are growing tall through the heavy-duty ties. Underneath the hollow of the wide and lonely skies, I can feel a vibration in the soles of my feet. But the station is silent, and the silence is sweet. It's a low-frequency hum, a ghost in the air, like a promise of a journey that's going nowhere. The signals are dark and the switch is jam-packed, but I'm listening for a whistle in the middle of the night. It's the sound of a train that never arrives, the heavy-duty echo of our long-distance lives, coming round the mountain just a mile away. But it stays in the shadow of the yesterday, a lonesome vibration, a rhythmic refrain of the hope and the heartbreak and the ghost of a train, the sound of a train that never arrives. I've got my suitcase packed with the things I couldn't say, ready for a ticket to a far-off getaway. The schedule's been buried in the dust and the grime, but I'm still standing here, and I'm still keeping time. I hear the steam huffing like a giant in pain, but the tracks are just rusting in the cold mountain rain. They say be patient, it's just running late, but there's a heavy-duty sorrow in the middle of the wait, when the arrival board is blank and the engine is a myth, and the only thing you have is the ghost you're traveling with. It's the sound of a train that never arrives, the heavy-duty echo of our long-distance lives, coming round the mountain just a mile away. But it stays in the shadow of the yesterday, a lonesome vibration, a rhythmic refrain of the hope and the heartbreak and the ghost of a train, the sound of a train that never arrives. Yeah.
that never arrives.
The screen door slapping at a ghost in the air, and the hallway stripped and the closets are bare. The floorboards are pale where the rug used to lie, like a memory of a son that refused to die. I'm standing in the center of the living room floor, watching the sunlight slant through the door. It's a hazy parade of the skin and the bone of every hello and every alone, dancing in circles in a vertical beam, like the heavy-duty particles of a half-broken dream. It's just the dust of 1,000 departures under the weight of the heavy-duty arches, the residue of leaving and the sediment of goodbye, rising from the carpet to the charcoal sky. It's what's left of the laughter and what's left of the pride, when there's nothing but the echoes left trapped inside the dust of 1,000 departures. I remember the boxes, I remember the tape, and the way that we tried to plan an escape. But you leave a little piece of your heart on the shelf, and a little bit of the man that you called yourself. It settles on the windows and it settles on the sill, in the quiet of a house that's finally still. They say take only memories, leave only tracks, but we leave a whole lot more when we don't look back. A heavy-duty layer of the years we spent, the silver gray ashes of the way we went. It's just the dust of 1,000 departures under the weight of the heavy-duty arches, the residue of leaving and the sediment of goodbye, rising from the carpet to the charcoal sky. It's what's left of the laughter and what's left of the pride, when there's nothing but the echoes left trapped inside the dust of 1,000 departures. Yeah, sweep it all away to the end of the day. Let the air grow thin where the next begins. The dust of 1,000 departures. I don't need a ticket to a white sand beach or a mountaintop that's out of my reach. I don't need a suit or a fancy tie to feel like $1,000,000 tonight. I just need the screen door swinging on the hinge and the porch light glow with a yellow tinge. Some people spend their whole lives chasing gold, buying every story that they've ever been told, but I got everything I
right here in a mason jar and a cold, cold beer. Is that homegrown happiness, sweet and plain, like a summer garden after the rain? It's the sound of the crickets and the kids that play, and the smell of the clover and the fresh cut hay. No, you can't buy it and you can't sell it. It's a secret so deep, can't you feel it? Just some good old homegrown happiness. Got a tomato vine growing taller than me, and a tire swing hanging from the oak wood tree. My baby's in the kitchen, humming a tune underneath the light of a harvest moon. We ain't got much, but we got it all, watching the shadows on the living room wall. It's in the grease on my hands, in the dirt on my jeans. It's living a life that actually means something more than a number for a shiny car. It's knowing exactly who you are. It's that homegrown happiness, sweet and plain, like a summer garden after the rain. It's the sound of the crickets and the kids that play, and the smell of the clover and the fresh cut hay. No, you can't buy it and you can't sell it. It's a secret so deep, can't you feel it? Just some good old homegrown happiness. Yeah, it's growing in the yard, it's right in the heart. Don't have to look too far for that homegrown happiness. Yeah, homegrown. I've been talking to this glass for an hour or two, telling the stories about me and you, how the house got quiet and the garden went dry, and how I'm still searching for a reason why. I'm pouring my heart out line by line, waiting for a sign in the cheap red wine. But the label's peeling and the cork is torn, and the night feels longer than the one before. I'm asking for mercy, I'm asking for peace, but the pouring sound is the only release. Yeah, the bottle won't listen, the whiskey won't talk. It won't understand when I'm trying to walk. I can tell it my secrets, I can tell it my fears, but it won't wipe away these saltwater tears. It's a one-sided conversation in the dark, trying to find a flame with a dying spark. The bottle won't listen tonight. Told about the night that you packed your bags, about the engine smoke and the oil rags. I asked it to tell me where I went wrong, to help me find where I truly belong. But the amber liquid just sits in the glass, watching the lonely minutes pass. It's got no heart, it's got no soul, it's just a hollow way to fill a hole. I'm shouting at the silence, staring at the shelf, but I'm really just talking to myself. Yeah, the bottle won't listen, the whiskey won't talk. It won't help me stand when I'm trying to walk. I can tell it my secrets, I can tell it my fears, but it won't wipe away these saltwater tears. It's a one-sided conversation in the dark, trying to find a flame with a dying spark. The bottle won't listen tonight. Just stays quiet while I'm starting to write
in my own mind. The bottle won't listen. The power lines are dancing in a heavy-duty gale, and the sky is the color of a galvanized nail. The oaks are all bowing to the weight of the rain, while the thunder is rattling the window pane. But deep in the center of the dark and the cold, there's a flickering spirit that's stubborn and bold. It's a tiny yellow heartbeat against the deep blue, a heavy-duty signal that's trying to get through. The glass is all sweating and the rafters all groan, but the light is the steadiest thing that I've known. It's just a candle in the window of a storm, keeping a small piece of the universe warm against the big shadow and the heavy-duty night. It's holding its ground with a gallon of light, a defiant little flame in the face of the gray, pointing the travelers back to the way the candle lit in the window of a storm. The wax is all dripping like a slow-motion tear, but there isn't a shadow of a heavy-duty fear. It don't need a generator or a copper wire grid to reveal all the secrets that the hurricane hid. It's a lighthouse in a bottle, a star in a jar, showing the wandering heart where they are. They say that the wind is the master of all, that the bigger the fire, the harder the fall. But they don't know the strength of a wick and a spark when they're standing alone in the heavy-duty dark. It's just a candle in the window of a storm, keeping a small piece of the universe warm against a big shadow in the heavy-duty night. It's holding its ground with a gallon of light, a defiant little flame in the face of the gray, pointing the travelers back to the way the candle in the window of a storm. Yeah, let the thunder roll, it can't touch the soul. Burn through the black till the morning comes back. The candle in the window of a storm. I threw your old flannel in a box out back, put a full tank of gas in this rusty black Pontiac. The driveway's getting smaller with every gear I shift, and I'm finally catching the breeze I used to drift. No more walking on eggshells in the kitchen hall. I'm letting your memory hit the brick wall. The white lines are humming a brand new song, and for the first time in forever I'm singing along. I got the windows down and the radio up, and I'm spilling the bitter from my morning cup. Yeah, I'm leaving you in the rear view tonight, watching your shadow fade out of my sight.
leaving you in the rear view. Past the town limit sign about 10 miles back, where we used to park down by the railroad track. I thought I'd feel a sting, thought I'd feel a tear, but the only thing I'm feeling is the atmosphere. The mountains are calling and the desert is wide. There's nobody left to take me for a ride. I spent too many miles looking at the past, trying to make a dying engine really last. But you can't steer a car if you're looking behind, so I'm clearing the smoke out of my mind. Yeah, I'm leaving you in the rear view tonight, watching your shadow fade out of my sight. Between the red tail lights and the yellow moon, I'm getting over you way too soon. The road ahead is open and the sky is blue, and I'm doing just fine, leaving you in the rear view. Yeah, just a speck in the glass, watching the ghosts of us pass, smaller and smaller until you're gone, leaving you in the rear view. Water tower stands like a ghost in the sky, watching the rusted out Chevys go by. I walk past the diner, the one on the bend, where everybody's a cousin or an old-time friend. But the silence is heavy since you went away, and the sky's turned a permanent shade of gray. I try to duck my head and just walk on through, but the sidewalk is whispering stories of you. There's no hiding place when the world is this small, and your name is written on every brick wall. Caught in the shadows of a small town, where the sun goes up and the walls close down. Every stoplight glow and every neon sign is a map of a love that I left behind. You can run for the highway, you can try to fly, but the shadows of a small town never say goodbye. The high school bleachers are peeling their paint, the choir in the chapel is singing so faint. I see your old man at the hardware store. He looks at the ground, then he looks at the door. I wanna say something, but the words are too loud in a place where you can't get lost in a crowd. They say time is a healer and life goes on, but the ghosts are still here even after you're gone. There's a memory waiting at the edge of the park, and it always finds me right before dark. Caught in the shadows of a small town, where the sun goes up and the walls close down. Every stoplight glow and every neon sign is a map of a love that I left behind. You can run for the highway, you can try to fly, but the shadows of a small town never say goodbye. Yeah, the shadows are long
secrets are deep, in a town that's supposed to be fast asleep. But I'm still awake in the shadows of a small town.
He don't jump the fence like he used to do, back when the grass was green and the morning was new. His muzzle's turned white as a wintertime cloud, and his bark's got a rattle no longer so loud. But he still meets the truck at the end of the lane, through the summertime heat and the autumn rain. He's got a notched ear from a scrap in the brush, and a soul that's found a permanent hush. He's seen the kids grow in the season to part, with a steady beat and a faithful heart. It's just the old dog on the porch tonight, sleeping in a patch of the pale moonlight, dreaming of the rabbits in the open fields, and the comfort that a simple kindness yields. He's a four-legged ghost of the years gone by, with a heavy tail and a soulful life. He'll nudge my hand when the world gets cold, a little bit of silver in a heart of gold. He don't need a word and he don't need a plan, just to sit in the dirt by a tired man. He knows where the shadows and the secrets hide, and he's never once left my weary side. They say time is a thief and it steals the fast, but it leaves us the ones who are built to last. A loyalty deeper than the creek bed stone, the best damn friend that I've ever known. It's just the old dog on the porch tonight, sleeping in a patch of the pale moonlight, dreaming of the rabbits in the open fields, and the comfort that a simple kindness yields. He's a four-legged ghost of the years gone by, with a heavy tail and a soulful life. Yeah, rest your head on the wooden floor, I'll be right here by the kitchen door. Just an old dog on the porch.
The morning is sharp as a wintertime blade, deep in the heart of the cedar tree shade. I'm swinging the hickory, swinging the steel, connecting with something that's heavy and real. The bite of the iron meets the grain of the oak, sending up a spray of the splinters and smoke. It's a rhythmic percussion in a world of the green, the oldest vibration the valley has seen. Wait for the silence to swallow the crack before the mountain starts sending it back. It's just the echo of an axe in the woods, doing the work that a heavy duty should, ringing through the hollow and the limestone wall, watching the giants beginning to fall. A lonely kind of music, a steady beat sound, tying the sky to the frozen hard ground. The echo of an axe in the woods. My grandfather's spirit in the swing of my arm, building the heat for a heavy-duty farm. Every strike is a sentence, every chip is a word, the loudest confession the timber is heard. It's a dialogue of muscle and a dialogue of wood, in the place where the ancestors formerly stood.
They say the machine is a faster way road to lighten the weight of a heavy-duty load, but there's a peace in the labor and a truth in the strike that a silicone engine will never be like. It's just the echo of an axe in the woods, doing the work that a heavy-duty should, ringing through the hollow and the limestone wall, watching the giants beginning to fall. A lonely kind of music, a steady beat sound, tying the sky to the frozen hard ground. The echo of an axe in the woods. Yeah, let the rain fly to the top of the sky. One more swing, hear the valley sing. The echo of an axe in the woods. Engine's coughing and the sky is gray, but I'm turning the key anyway. I've got a half-empty tank and a pocket of lint, but the clouds are showing a silver hint. I'm putting my chips on a long shot bet because I haven't seen the finish line yet. They say the odds are a mountain to climb, that I'm just wasting my precious time. But a cold wind blowing through a rusty door only makes a man want a whole lot more. It's a little bit of luck and a lot of hope at the end of a fraying tangled rope. I'm swinging out over the deep blue dark, looking for a flame in a tiny spark. It ain't a plan and it ain't a map, it's just a way out of the honey trap of a little bit of luck and a lot of hope. Found a buffalo nickel in the grocery lot. It's the only fortune that I've currently got, but I'm holding it tight like a golden prize, with a dreamer's fire in my tired eyes. The road is long and the shoes are thin, but I'm waiting for the moment the tide rolls in. You can keep your guarantees and your surefire things, I'll take the gamble that the morning brings, because a heart that's hungry and a soul that's free is the only kind of living that's meant for me. It's a little bit of luck and a lot of hope at the end of a fraying tangled rope. I'm swinging out over the deep blue dark, looking for a flame in a tiny spark. It ain't a plan and it ain't a map, it's just a way out of the honey trap of a little bit of luck and a lot of hope. You're just a lucky charm and a strong right arm. Keep on leaning into the meaning of a little bit of luck and a lot of hope. I'm rolling down the window of this old Ford truck, passing the theater where we tried our luck. The marquee's missing letters and the paint is thin, but I can still see us trying to sneak in. The hardware store is a coffee shop now, but I still see my daddy wiping sweat from his brow. The stoplight still swinging on a rusty wire, reminding me of a heart that was once on fire. It's only 4 blocks from the start to the end, but it's 1,000 miles of remember when. Down on Main Street, where the ghosts all play, in the golden haze of a Saturday. Every storefront window and every cracked brick is a Polaroid picture that'll always stick. Time's moved on, but the heart stays still in the shadows of the valley and the watermill. Just a ghost town of Main Street memories. There's a corner booth at the old 5 and Dime, where we carved our names to outrun time. The barbershop pole doesn't spin anymore, and there's a Felice sign on the grocery store, but I can still hear the parade and the high school band and the feel of your small, warm, trembling hand. They say progress is a train that you can't get off, but sometimes the engine is just a weary cough. They can tear down the wood and the mortar and stone, but they can't touch the spirit of the place I've known. Down on Main Street, where the ghosts all play, in the golden haze of a Saturday. Every storefront window and every cracked brick is a Polaroid picture that'll always stick. Time's moved on, but the heart stays still in the shadows of the valley and the watermill. Just a ghost town of Main Street memories. Yeah, the neon's humming, the sun is setting, and I'm just driving, not quite forgetting. Main Street memories. The clouds rolled in like a heavy-duty freight over the shingles and the garden gate. The road was baking in 100-degree glare, with a shimmering heat in a stagnant air. Then the first fat drops hit the blackened ground with a hissing steam and a holy sound. It's a scent that rises from the spirit of the street, where the sky and the valley finally meet. A heavy-duty vapor, a charcoal gray breath, bringing the summer back from the edge of death. It's the smell of rain on the hot asphalt, washing away every heavy-duty fall. A perfume of the thunder and the petroleum soul, in a world that's finally out of control. Cooling the fever of the long-distance day in a sharp-edged, sweet-scented, silver-gray way. The smell of rain on hot asphalt. The steam is curling like a ghost from the ditch, in the place where the shadows and the light beams switch. I'm standing on the shoulder with my head held high,
drinking in the message from a weeping sky. It's the scent of a storm and the scent of the grit, and the heavy-duty comfort in the middle of it. They say you can't bottle a memory this deep, but it's a secret that the highways always keep. When the pressure breaks and the heavens descend, and the burning and the cooling finally blend, it's the smell of rain on the hot asphalt, washing away every heavy-duty fault. A perfume of the thunder and the petroleum soul, in a world that's finally out of control. Cooling the fever of the long-distance day, in a sharp-edged, sweet-scented, silver-gray way. The smell of rain on hot asphalt. In the cooling skies, breathe it in deep, the promise it'll keep. The smell of rain on hot asphalt. Coffee's brewing for a party of one. The Sunday paper sitting out in the sun. I still set the placemat, I still lay the fork, like a habit that's stuck like a stubborn old cork. But the silence is louder than the ticking of the clock, since I heard the turn of the final lock. The wood is polished and the surface is clean. The loneliest sight that I've ever seen, just a shadow where a person used to be, staring right back at the ghost of me. It's just an empty chair at the kitchen table. I'm trying to stay strong, I'm trying to stay able, but the morning light has a way of showing exactly where the cold wind's blowing. A vacant space in a crowded heart, watching the breakfast hour fall apart at the empty chair at the kitchen table. I remember the way you'd lean on the back, talking about the things that our future would lack, with a laugh that could brighten the darkest of days, and a million little sweet and stubborn ways. Now the dust is the only thing sitting there now, with a heavy weight pressing on my brow. I could move it to the attic, I could hide it away, but I'd still see the gap at the end of the day. It's a monument built out of oak and air to the love that we promised we'd always share. It's just an empty chair at the kitchen table. I'm trying to stay strong, I'm trying to stay able, but the morning light has a way of showing exactly where the cold wind's blowing. A vacant space in a crowded heart, watching the breakfast hour fall apart at the empty chair at the kitchen table. Yeah, the eggs are cold and the story's told, just sitting here with a lonely tear and an empty chair enough of these city canyons and the neon glare of the smoggy lungs in the crowded subway air. I'm trading my loafers for a pair of worn-out boots. I'm headed east to find my tangled roots, where the Appalachian mist hangs heavy and low, and the Cumberland River starts to flow. I can already hear the fiddle and the bow calling me back to the world I used to know, past the limestone walls and the white picket fence, where the world starts making a little more sense. Yeah, I'm going back to the Blue Range, back to the hills where the moon shines hidden in the old copper stills. I need a front porch session and a high lonesome sound, with my feet planted firm on that Kentucky ground. Let the banjo roll and the mandolin ring. I'm going back to the heart of everything, back to the Blue Range. My mama's on the porch in a rocking chair, with the scent of honeysuckle in her silver hair. My brothers are picking on the old 5-string, waiting for the harmony that the evening brings. No more checking my watch or chasing a buck. I'm just a lucky man in a rusty truck. They say you can't go back, but they've never been to a place where the mountains are your oldest friend, where the grass has a shimmer of a midnight hue, and the morning sky is a different kind of blue. Yeah, I'm going back to the Blue Range, back to the hills where the moon shines hidden in the old copper stills. I need a front porch session and a high lonesome sound, with my feet planted firm on that Kentucky ground. Let the banjo roll and the mandolin ring. I'm going back to the heart of everything, back to the Blue Range. I'm almost home. No more reason to ever roam, just me and the Blue Range. Yeah, I'm home. The sun took a dive past the edge of the wheat, leaving the dust to settle on the heat. I climbed up the ladder one rung at a time, helping you up as we started to climb. Now we're sitting on top of this old silver tower, looking at the world in its quietest hour. The city's aglow about 50 miles west, but I'll take the silence, it's what I love best. Just the hum of the night and the smell of the hay, and the feeling of drifting a million miles away. With the starlight over the silo tonight, everything's silver, everything's right. The Milky Way spilling like grain from a sack, and there's no turning around, there's no looking back. Just your hand in mine and a view of the stars, far away from the world and the noise of the cars, under the starlight over the silo. Pointing out Big Dipper and the North Star too, but I'm spending my time just looking at you. The moon is a sliver of a fingernail white, reflecting the spark in your eyes tonight. We could stay up here until the rooster crows and the shadows start stretching in the garden road. It's our secret cathedral, our castle of steel, the only place where the world feels real. higher than the troubles, closer to the sky, watching the satellites blinking on by. With the starlight over the silo tonight, everything's silver, everything's right. The Milky Way spilling like grain from a sack, and there's no turnaround, there's no looking back. Just your hand in mine and a view of the stars, far away from the world and the noise of the cars. Under the starlight over the silo, yeah, the tin is cold, but your heart is warm. Safe from the wind, safe from the storm. Starlight over the silo, just you and me.
Church bells are ringing across the county line, but I'm still here tangled in these sheets of mine. The dust is dancing in a beam of golden light, and I'm still wearing the shadows of last night. I tried to keep busy, tried to fix that kitchen door, but I can't find the reason to do it anymore. The radio is playing a song we used to know, and the clock on the wall is moving way too slow. It's a long way to Monday and a hard way to fall, when your ghost is the only one walking down the hall. So I'm pouring whiskey on a Sunday afternoon, watching the sun fade out way too soon. It's a bitter kind of medicine for a sweet kind of pain, trying to wash away the sound of your name. Yeah, the world's at rest, but I'm still making my way through a bottle of whiskey on a Sunday. They say Sunday's for family and a little bit of grace, but all I see is the empty side of your pillowcase. I should be at the diner or driving through the pines, instead of staring at these amber-colored lines. One drink for the memories, two for the regret, and three for the things I haven't told you yet. Maybe by tomorrow I'll find the strength to stand, pick up the pieces and be a better man. But today the sky is heavy and the spirit is weak, and I'm looking for the comfort that I shouldn't seek. So I'm pouring whiskey on a Sunday afternoon, watching the sun fade out way too soon. It's a bitter kind of medicine for a sweet kind of pain, trying to wash away the sound of your name. Yeah, the world's at rest, but I'm still making my way through a bottle of whiskey on a Sunday. Just me and the bottle on a long quiet Sunday, waiting for the Monday blues to take the Sunday gray away.
Been sitting in the shed since '79 under a tangle of a morning glory vine. The red paint's peeling like a sunburned skin, and the iron is thin where the water got in. My daddy used to manhandle that heavy machine, the loudest thing this valley's ever seen. Now the engine's seized and the blades are dull, and the gas tank's nothing but a hollow skull. But I can still see the rows he used to lay in the golden heat of a planting day. It's just a rusty tiller in an unfenced field, waiting for a harvest that'll never yield. The wild oats are winning and the clover's tall against the shadow of the garden wall. A monument of steel in a world of green, the ghost of a life and the space between. A rusty tiller and an unfenced field. I tried to pull the cord just a week ago, thinking I could make the old girl go, but she just coughed a cloud of blue-gray smoke, and the leather handle finally went and broke. I guess some things are meant to just sit still on the quiet side of a windy hill. They say you reap exactly what you sow, but what do you do when the weeds start to grow? You lean on the fence and you watch the sky, and you let the working years whistle by. It's just a rusty tiller in an unfenced field, waiting for a harvest that'll never yield. The wild oats are winning and the clover's tall against the shadow of the garden wall. A monument of steel in a world of green, the ghost of a life and the space between. A rusty tiller and an unfenced field. Yeah, let the iron rest in the valley's breast under the sun. Now the work is done. A rusty tiller and an unfenced field. Black wings against a bruised up sky, watching the restless world go by. They're lined up like notes on a staff of black, keeping their secrets on a one-way track. They don't move for the wind, they don't move for the rain, they just sit there mocking the heavy-duty pain. They see the runner and they see the thief, they see the winter and the fallen leaf, an audience of shadows in a row, waiting for the seeds we're about to sow. It's just crows on a telephone wire, staring down at the field and the fire. Black silhouettes on a copper line, checking the clock and the warning sign. They know when you're leaving, they know when you're gone, singing a song for a dark-eyed dawn. Crows on a telephone wire. I've been driving this road since I was a boy, when the world was a treasure and life was a toy. And every morning they're in the same place, judging the lines on a tired man's face. They don't need a pulpit, they don't need a law, just a sharp black beak and a jagged claw. Maybe they're talking about where we went wrong in a language of call that's a century long. Or maybe they're just waiting for the wire to break and the whole damn world to finally wake. It's just crows on a telephone wire, staring down at the field and the fire. Black silhouettes on a copper line, checking the clock and the warning sign. They know when you're leaving, they know when you're gone, singing a song for a dark-eyed dawn. Crows on a telephone in the midday heat. Don't look 'em in the eye against a gray blue sky. Crows on a telephone wire, yeah, they're watching you.
The asphalt ends where the timber begins, and the dust starts to settle on my old man's sins. It's a washboard rhythm under heavy-duty tires, passing by the ghosts and the rusted alba wires. Every rock that's kicking up against the metal floor is a memory of leaving through an open door. The rearview mirror is a cloudy shade of brown, watching the steeple of a dying little town. The distance is a stretch of the limestone and the grit, and I'm feeling every single lonely mile of it. It's the gravel roads, long goodbye, underneath the weight of a heavy-duty sky. It don't let you run and it don't let you race. It makes you look back at every familiar face. A slow-motion exit from the life I used to know, crunching through the secrets in a steady, steady roll. The gravel roads along goodbye. There's a mailbox leaning like it's tired of the news, and a pair of work boots that nobody would choose. The creek is a silver line running through the pines, marking out the borders and the family lines. I'm treading a cloud like a heavy-duty veil, unwinding in a weary and a broken-hearted trail. They say the fastest way home is a straight line of black, but the gravel is the only thing that'll take you back. It holds on to the footprints and it holds on to the rain, that it's the only path it understands a heavy-duty pain. It's the gravel roads along goodbye, underneath the weight of a heavy-duty sky. It don't let you run and it don't let you race. It makes you look back at every familiar face. A slow-motion exit from the life I used to know, crunching through the secrets in a steady, steady roll. The gravel roads along goodbye. Yeah, I feel the storms kick in the air, getting thick,
sharp as a wintertime blade. Deep in the heart of the cedar tree shade, I'm swinging the hickory, swinging the steel, connecting with something that's heavy and real. The bite of the iron meets the grain of the oak, sending up a spray of the splinters and smoke. It's a rhythmic percussion in a world of the green, the oldest vibration the valley has seen. Wait for the silence to swallow the crack before the mountain starts sending it back. It's just the echo of an axe in the woods, doing the work that a heavy duty should, ringing through the hollow and the limestone wall, watching the giants beginning to fall. A lonely kind of music, a steady beat sound, tying the sky to the frozen hard ground. The echo of an axe in the woods. My grandfather's spirit is in the swing of my arm, building the heat for a heavy-duty farm. Every strike is a sentence, every chip is a word, the loudest confession the timber is heard. It's a dialogue of muscle and a dialogue of wood, in the place where the ancestors formerly stood. They say the machine is a faster way road to lighten the weight of a heavy-duty load, but there's a peace in the labor and a truth in the strike that a silicone engine will never be like. It's just the echo of an axe in the woods, doing the work that a heavy duty should, ringing through the hollow and the limestone wall, watching the giants beginning to fall. A lonely kind of music, a steady beat sound, tying the sky to the frozen hard ground. The echo of an axe in the woods. Yeah, let the rain fly to the top of the sky. One more swing, hear the valley sing. The echo of an axe in the woods. Neon open just flickered and died, and the bartender's looking for a place to hide. The overheads hum with a sickly white glare, exposing the dust in the whiskey-soaked air. I'm tracing a circle in a puddle of gin, wonder exactly where the dark begins. The jukebox is silent, the pool table's cold, and the stories we told already getting old. We were kings of the mountain just an hour ago, now we're just shadows with nowhere to go. It's barstool philosophy at closing time, trying to make the messy parts live and rhyme. We solved all the problems of the world and the state, but we can't find the key to our own front gate. A heavy-duty wisdom born of glass and ice, giving out the soul deep, useless advice at closing time. Old Bill's talking about the good old days, through a thick rim glass and a Marlboro haze. He says life is a gamble where the deck is thin, and the house always knows how to let you win. I'm nodding my head like I understand the truth, while I'm looking for the pieces of my wasted youth. The world looks different when the lights come on, and the liquid courage is almost gone. The truth is a jagged and a heavy-duty pill, sitting on the edge of a windowsill. It's barstool philosophy at closing time, trying to make the messy parts a living rhyme. We solved all the problems of the world and the state, but we can't find the key to our own front gate. A heavy-duty wisdom born of glass and ice, giving out the soul-deep, useless advice at closing time. Yeah, push back the chair in the cooling air, walk to the car, leave it at the bar. Barstool philosophy at closing time.
Picket fence is leaning at a tired angle, lost in the grip of a bittersweet tangle, where the roses once bloomed in a velvet row. Only the wild things have the courage to grow. I used to pull the weeds with a feverish hand, trying to master this little piece of land. Now the soil is hard and the sun is ablaze, and the beauty we planted has started to fade. The roots go deep and the stems are gray, taking back the ground in a jagged way. It's just thistle and thorn in the garden bed, living on the words that we never said. A sharp-edged harvest of neglected years, watered by the salt of 1,000 tears. What was meant to be soft is a heavy-duty sting in the middle of the yard where the blackbirds sing. Thistle and thorn in the garden bed. I walk through the gate with a pair of gloves, thinking about the wreckage of our hollow loves. But the purple flowers are a beautiful light, hiding the poison for the passerby. It don't ask for water and it don't ask for grace, it just wants to cover every empty space. They say a garden is a mirror of the soul, but I'll let the chaos take the lead and the control. Now I'm standing in the thicket where the shadows hide, with a heavy-duty loneliness trapped inside. It's just thistle and thorn in the garden bed, living on the words that we never said. A sharp-edged harvest of neglected years, watered by the salt of 1,000 tears. What was meant to be soft is a heavy-duty sting in the middle of the yard where the blackbirds sing. Thistle and thorn in the garden bed. You let the briars climb till the end of time. Don't reach for the bloom in the afternoon gloom. Thistle and thorn in the garden bed.
There's a notch on the door frame, 60 inches high, marked in pencil back in July. That was me at 10 and my brother at 9. Now his own son is standing in the same line. The porch swinging, squeaking a century-old tune underneath the glow of a big harvest moon. This ain't just lumber, this ain't just pine. It's a living map of your life and mine. It's the foundation that holds up the roof of 100 years of living proof. It's built on hardwood floors and family names, in a house that's seen the joys and the pains. Every scuff from a boot, every scratch from a chair is a ghost of a memory hanging in the air. We're just passing through, but the wood stays true to the ones who came before me and you. Hardwood floors, family names. I remember the kitchen where the linoleum peeled, and the smell of the harvest from the back 40 field. Grandma's Bible sitting on the mantelpiece, with the family tree tucked in the center crease. From the weddings in the garden to the wakes in the hall, these four walls have heard it all. The world outside is moving way too fast, building things of plastic that were never meant to last. But give me a beam that's weathered and gray, and a name that won't ever wash away. It's built on hardwood floors and family names, in a house that's seen the joys and the pains. Every scuff from a boot, every scratch from a chair is a ghost of a memory hanging in the air. We're just passing through, but the wood stays true to the ones who came before me and you. Hardwood floors and family names. Yeah, sign your name on the beam. Keep on living the dream on these hardwood floors and these family names. Yeah, we're home. There's a thin gray film on the plastic trim, where the sunlight's fading and the day gets dim. I could take a rag and wipe it all away, but I'd be losing the ghosts of yesterday. Every fingerprint and every little grain is a road we traveled in the sun and rain. It's a map of the miles and the coffee we spilled, of the empty tanks and the dreams we filled. It's a little bit messy, it's a little bit worn, like the seats in the back where the fabric's torn. It's just dust on the dashboard, settling down on every mile out of this hollow town. It's the residue of a life well lived, of the takes we took and the love we give. Don't brush it off, don't clear the view. It's the history of me and you, written in the dust on the dashboard. I see the mark where you drew a little heart on the day we decided to make a new start, and the smudge from the map when we both got lost, and the hazy film from the winter frost. It ain't a dirty truck, it's a holy shrine to a long lost summer and a bottle of wine. Some people want it shiny, some want it new, but I like the grit and the honest hue of a restless soul and a rolling stone in the gravel roads that we've called our own. It's just dust on the dashboard, settling down on every mile out of this hollow town. It's the residue of a life well lived, of the takes we took and the love we give. Don't brush it off, don't clear the view. It's the history of me and you, written in the dust on the dashboard. life on the dashboard. Clock on the wall says it's 2:30. The bartender's yawning and I'm thinking of you. The crowd's all gone and the band packed gear. But the silence is the loudest thing in here. I'm sitting in the corner where we used to sit, trying to find a spark, but the match won't light it. The jukebox is humming a low static buzz, and I'm missing the way that he used to be us. Now it's just shadows stretching across the floor, and the ghost of your laugh walking out of the door. It's just empty chairs and neon lights, painting the blues on these lonely nights. A hum of the sign and a cold glass of beer, wishing like hell that you were still here. The world's gone dark, but the buzzing stays bright between empty chairs and neon lights. There's a ring on the table from a drink long gone, just like the promise that we'd hold on. The red and the blue flicker against the glass, watching the ghost of the memories pass. I could go home, but there's nobody there, just a quiet house and a lot more air. They say last call and they turn up the brights. Hurts my eyes after all of these nights of hiding in corners and chasing the glow of a love that was lost a long time ago. It's just empty chairs and neon lights, painting the blues on these lonely nights. A hum of the sign and a cold glass of beer, wishing like hell that you were still here. The world's gone dark, but the buzzing stays bright between empty chairs and neon lights. Yeah, the neon's buzzing, the chairs are all turned up, and I'm still sitting here with nothing but the light. Padlock's orange and the hinges are frozen on a piece of the world that my daddy had chosen. It's been 10 years since the cattle were sold, and the story of this valley has already been told. But I'm standing here with a heavy iron key, wondering if this land still remembers me. It's a jagged line between gone and stay, between the coming night and the dying day. And every pebble that I kick with my boot is a little bit of history, a little bit of root. It's just a rusted gate and some rolling stones in a kingdom made of dust and bones.
The wire is sagging and the post is bent, like a letter from a lover that was never sent. But I'm leaning on the metal, feeling the weight of a life left hanging on a rusted gate. The creek's gone dry and the orchard is gray, and the summertime shadows are starting to stray. I see the chimney of the house on the hill, standing like a soldier, stubborn and still. I could oil the joints and swing it wide, but I'm not quite sure what's waiting inside. They say you can't lock out the hands of time, or the way the ivy starts to climb. It'll cover the iron, it'll cover the name, until the wild and the wood look exactly the same. It's just a rusty gate and some rolling stones in a kingdom made of dust and bones. The wire is sagging and the post is bent, like a letter from a lover that was never sent. But I'm leaning on the metal, feeling the weight of a life left hanging on a rusted gate. Yeah, let it creep, let the silence speak over the ridge, over the creek, just a rusted gate and some rolling stone.
The iron is cold and the hinges are seized in the shadow of the tangle and the towering trees. It's been 20-odd years since the key turned the lock, and the ivy grew over the limestone and rock. I'm pushing my shoulder against the dark bars, under the watch of the heavy-duty stars. There's an orange-red crust on the latch and the chain, the heavy-duty signature of decades of rain. It stains my palms like a dry, dusty blood as I stand in the weeds and the mountainside mud. It's just the rust on the gate to the secret garden, waiting for a heart or a winter to soften. A barrier of metal in a world made of green, hiding the beauty that nobody has seen. It's the grit of the years and the weight of the time, blocking the path and the heavy-duty climb to the rust on the gate, to the secret garden. I remember the roses and the scent of the box, and the rhythmic tick-tock of the grandmother clocks. But the thorns have grown thick and the pathways are lost in a heavy-duty layer of the permanent frost. The gate is a skeleton, a ghost of the guard, standing so stiff and standing so hard. They say what is hidden is better left alone, in a kingdom of briar and a palace of stone. But I've got a hammer and a heavy-duty spark to break through the orange and into the dark. It's just the rust on the gate to the secret garden, waiting for a heart or a winter to soften. A barrier of metal in a world made of green, hiding the beauty that nobody has seen. It's the grit of the years and the weight of the time, blocking the path and the heavy-duty climb to the rust on the gate, to the secret garden.
Yeah, feel the iron give where the memories live. One more shove for the garden of love, the rust on the gate to the secret garden.
I don't need a ticket to a white sand beach or a mountaintop that's out of my reach. I don't need a suit or a fancy tie to feel like $1,000,000 tonight. I just need the screen door swinging on the hinge and the porch light glow with a yellow tinge. Some people spend their whole lives chasing gold, buying every story that they've ever been told. But I've got everything I need right here in a mason jar and a cold, cold beer. It's that homegrown happiness, sweet and plain, like a summer garden after the rain. It's the sound of the crickets and the kids at play, and the smell of the clover and the fresh cut hay. No, you can't buy it and you can't sell it. It's a seeking so deep, can't you feel it? Just some good old homegrown happiness. Got a tomato vine growing taller than me, and a tire swing hanging from a oak wood tree. My baby's in the kitchen humming a tune underneath the light of a August moon. We ain't got much, but we got it all, watching the shadows on the living room wall. It's in the grease on my hands and the dirt on my jeans. It's living a life that actually means something more than a number or a shiny car. It's knowing exactly who you are. It's that homegrown happiness, sweet and plain, like a summer garden after the rain. It's the sound of the crickets and the kids who play, and the smell of the clover and the fresh cut hay. No, you can't buy it and you can't sell it. It's a secret so deep, can't you feel it? Just some good old homegrown happiness. Yeah, it's growing in the yard, it's right here in the heart. Don't have to look too far for that homegrown happiness. Yeah, homegrown.
I took the shortcut through the bottomland, where the creek rolls up to take a stand. The red clay's clinging to the wheel well tight, a heavy-duty souvenir of a Saturday night. I'm a long way off from the paved down street, where the air's cool and the grass is sweet. I killed the engine by the old fence line, watching the shadows of the loblolly pine, the radiators hissing like a kettle on a stove in the middle of a quiet little hickory grove. I got mud on the tires, stars in the sky, and a peace in my heart that money can't buy. The world is messy, but the heavens are clear, washing away every heavy-duty fear between the grit on the ground and the glow up above. I'm finding the rhythm of a back road love, mud on the tires, stars in the sky. There's a coating of dust on the dashboard glass, watching the satellites and the meteors pass. I don't mind the cleaning I'll have to do when the sun comes up and the night is through, because a clean truck means you stayed at home, and a dirty one means you were free to roam. They say you can't have the glory without the grind, that the mountain is meant for a heavy-duty climb. So let the constellations burn a hole in the dark while I'm sitting right here with a spiritual spark. I've got mud on the tires, stars in the sky, and a peace in my heart that money can't buy. The world is messy, but the heavens are clear, washing away every heavy-duty fear between the grit on the ground and the glow up above. I'm finding the rhythm of a back road love, mud on the tires, stars in the sky. Off and the air is soft, blacktop heaven since about 11. Mud on the tires, stars in the sky.
It's sitting there catching the light of the lamp, while the air in this kitchen feels heavy and damp. 18 carats of a promise we made under the oak in the summertime shade. It's a perfect circle, no beginning or end, but I'm looking for pieces I can't even mend. They say gold doesn't tarnish, gold doesn't rust, but what do you do when the love turns to dust? It's weighing me down like a stone in the deep, a secret that's getting too heavy to keep. I've got a gold ring and a blue, blue heart, watching the world we built fall apart. It's a shiny reminder of a meant to be that's turned into a prison for you and for me. Yeah, the metal is bright, but the fire's gone cold between a blue heart and a ring of gold. I remember the day that I slipped it on, before all the laughter was quiet and gone. Now we're just strangers sharing a bed, with 1,000 I'm sorry's that'll never be said. I twist it around when I'm feeling alone, a circle of metal on a finger of bone. I could take it off, I could throw it away, leave it behind at the end of the day, but the mark that it leaves is a permanent line of the life that I thought was yours and was mine. I've got a gold ring and a blue, blue heart, watching the world we built fall apart. It's a shiny reminder of a meant to be that's turned into a prison for you and for me. Yeah, the metal is bright, but the fire's gone cold between a blue heart and a thing, just a blue heart and a gold ring. Yeah, gold ring.
Morning paper's got a ring of brown right next to the news from the edge of town. I'm sitting at the table with a ballpoint pen, trying to figure out where the week has been. I've got a list of chores and a list of dreams, ticking off the minutes and the busted seams. The ink is blurring on the grocery list, thinking about the moments that I might have missed between the to-do and the wanna stay in the quiet light of a Sabbath day. It's just coffee stains and Sunday plans, holding the future in my shaky hands. A little bit of caffeine, a little bit of prayer, looking for an answer in the kitchen air. We say we're gonna go, we say we're gonna do, but we're just making circles till the day is through, with coffee stains and Sunday plans. Fix the porch and paint the shed, right under the things that you never said. I promised we'd drive to the Mountain View, but the engine's acting up and the rent is due. So I'll map out a road on a napkin scrap while the cat is sleeping in a sunbeam lap. It's a fragile ritual of paper-thin hope, a way to handle the downward slope, building a castle out of ink and steam before the Monday morning breaks the dream. It's just coffee stains and Sunday plans, holding the future in my shaky hands. A little bit of caffeine, a little bit of prayer, looking for an answer in the kitchen air. We say we're gonna go, we say we're gonna do, but we're just making circles till the day is through, with coffee stains and Sunday plans. Yeah, spill a little more on the wooden floor, let the list stay there in the rocking chair. Coffee stains and Sunday plans. Padlock's orange and the hinges are frozen on a piece of the world that my daddy had chosen. It's been 10 years since the cattle were sold, and the story of this valley has already been told. But I'm standing here with a heavy iron key, wondering if this land still remembers me. It's a jagged line between gone and stay, between the coming night and the dying day. And every pebble that I kick with my boot is a little bit of history, a little bit of root. It's just a rusted gate and some rolling stones in a kingdom made of dust and bones. Wire is sagging and the post is bent like a letter from a lover that was never sent. But I'm leaning on the metal, feeling the weight of a life left hanging on a rusted gate. The creek's gone dry and the orchard is gray, and the summertime shadows are starting to stray. I see the chimney of the house on the hill, standing like a soldier, stubborn and still. I could oil the joints and swing it wide, but I'm not quite sure what's waiting inside. The Say you can't lock out the hands of time, or the way the ivy starts to climb. It'll cover the iron and it'll cover the name, until the wild and the wood look exactly the same. It's just a rusted gate and some rolling stones in a kingdom made of dust and bones. Wire is sagging and the post is bent, like a letter from a lover that was never sent. But I'm leaning on the metal, feeling the weight of a life left hanging on a rusted gate. Yeah, let it creep, let the silence speak over the ridge, over the creek. Just a rusted gate and some rolling